Okay, so this is my tutorial for Moonrock Rampage, and I'm doing this because everybody seems to think, or at least a lot of people seem to think, that this is a hard game, and this is one of my easy 3K, takes me not even a minute to make 3 grand games that I play every single day, and I want to share that. So this is what the screen looks like. You're going to start. Once you've played, there will be a continue button, and that's going to be important later. So let's go ahead and start. It gives you a choice of 2 characters. There is no difference. I choose Gorix because he's a Grundo, because Grundos are awesome, but if you like bunnies, then choose bunny. Alright, so your buttons are space, and then the arrow keys. Really simple. We're going to go ahead, press space to get started. And space will do 2 things. It will fire your ray gun, and it will push blocks. And these are the first enemies that you come across. These are really stupid little enemies. They sort of wander aimlessly, and if you'll notice, if you shoot them, they turn into blocks, which you can then push. And if you run them over with the blocks, then you get points for them. Not very many, but whatever. You'll also notice that they come out of these little volcanoes here, and sometimes the game glitches and it does that. Yes, they come out of the little volcanoes. If you block off all the little volcanoes, they will stop coming out of them. It's a useful strategy if you start to feel overwhelmed, right? You make yourself a little bridge there. This is level 1. This is how you beat it. That's what blocks are useful for. You make little bridges because you can't go into the lava. And the level ends when you've picked up all the little pieces. These are missing pieces of your ship, apparently. Okay, so that's level 1. Really easy. Level 2. We're going to go ahead and make some bridges. And level 2, you can get clustered by these guys if you don't do it fast enough, but just keep moving. They're pretty dumb. They don't really follow you. Alright, level 3. Level 3 is where we meet the random enemies, and these guys suck. They're really annoying. They just come out of the ground in random spots. And if you keep moving, you're likely to not run into them. Just by the law of averages, but yeah. Just keep moving, and try not to scream too loud if one just pops out of the ground where you're standing. Alright, that's level 3. Real simple. Level 4. Alright, now we're introduced to these bouncy things, and let's see if I can demonstrate it without dying. Right? Nope. No, I can't. That's what the bouncy things do. They bring back, they make the whatever blocks you've shot at them bounce, and sometimes they're death traps, and sometimes they're useful. And they'll be useful here in a minute. Right? This is a level that a lot of people seem to have problems with. That's the strategy right there. You just block them in. I think a lot of people don't realize that you can shoot your ray gun over the lava, but you can. Also, if you shoot one of these blocks 3 times, it will disappear. If you find yourself blocked into a corner for some reason, that will get you out of it. You can get rid of those blocks. It just takes 3 shots. And this is why these bouncy things are useful, because then you can make that bridge there. If you're feeling really vindictive, you can kill the captive things, but you don't have to. Alright. This looks like a big sprawling level. It's totally not. That's all there is to it. Where are we? This is level 8. Here we are introduced to these, I think they're insect monsters? These guys, if you shoot them, they don't turn into blocks. They just disappear. And these guys are a little bit more intelligent than the other enemies. If they are facing a block, if they're next to a block and they're facing you, see if I can make one do it. No, probably not. Come here. Up. See? Here, I was bigging up your artificial intelligence. Alright, if they're next to a block, they can push blocks into you. So it's something to pay attention to. You will have blocks flying at your head occasionally because of them. Here is, remember I was telling you that's a useful thing, right? I was telling you that the volcanoes are where the little monsters come from. If you block them off, the little monsters can't come out. And I'll just go ahead and shoot these guys, get this one, and wow, I should have died there, but I didn't. Thanks, game. And I died there. See how dumb these enemies are? They just walk right by you. He totally could have killed me there, but he didn't, because he sucks. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, there's level 9. Right, a little bit tighter in spots. Alright, this is level 10. Level 10 is an important level. Number 1, it's really easy. Number 2, it gets you lots and lots and lots of points. There you go. That's level 10. Now, if this is your first time playing, you want to beat level 10 and quit the game and send your score. In any month that TNT isn't going completely insane, that will get you 1,000 points. Right? So what we're going to do, you would hit end game and send score. Right? And then from every other time, when we get to that start menu, you'll see a continue game button. You'll be able to start from level 10, get those awesome points, and then you'll want to play 10, 11, sometimes maybe 12, depending on what the ratios look like. So right now, the monthly ratios are enough so that if I play level 10, level 11, and half of level 12, I get points. I get 1,000 points, and it takes no time at all. Right, here's the bouncy bounce things, get out of the way. Now what you'll notice here is the bouncy bounce things, they go away after a couple of bounces, so you can get out of the way of them. I'm going to finish up all of these levels here, just so that you can see the strategy for them. Alright, this is 13, another level that looks like it's big and sprawling and totally isn't. One thing about the continue game strategy, you will notice, right, your laser gun goes for a really long time. When you're playing on a continue, it only goes one block. So, yeah, you will have to be aware of that, and it becomes important in this level. What I'm going to do here, because you see I have to make a path. This is the last kind of enemy, and these guys will actually follow you, but sometimes they need a little bit of coaxing. What you need to do to get to that center spot is you need to turn them into blocks and make paths. So depending on the ratio, you may or may not have to play this. But you'll see, I mean, this is 800 points. This is about 2,000 NP if they didn't cap it. And of course, here is level 15, and we don't want to win level 15 because that will place our continue at level 15, not at level 10. You get a continue every 5 levels. So you don't want to win this one. I'm just going to wander around a little bit. I'm going to hit end game, send my score. I have a lot of NP right now because I'm shopping for morphing potions because the lab is not being nice to me. And here you'll see we have our continue game, and that it starts from level 10. And so I would just play this level. The nice thing about only having to play 3 levels is it's not a big deal when you die, because honestly, if you die occasionally, as long as you make it to the midpoint of level 12, you're fine. So, there you go. I hope that this has been helpful, and that you can get that easy 3K now, from now on.